Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name's Becca and I upload a new video every single week about how you can live a more ethical, sustainable, and intentional life. So for today's video, I'm doing my first back to school video, so I'm sharing with you what is in my backpack, especially as someone who tries to live as sustainably as possible. So I'm sharing with you my low waste school supplies as well as just my everyday on the go essentials. And I know many people aren't going back to school in person, so you might not even be carrying a backpack around with you this year, but I feel like this is still stuff you're gonna find yourself using throughout the semester, so I hope that this will still be helpful to you. And so if you want to see what's in my backpack, then just keep on watching. So I figured we should start off with what backpack I'm actually using. So this is one from Herschel. I actually got this, I think, my sophomore year of high school, and I am now going to be a junior in college. So I've had it for about 4 years and it is still going strong, so I am just continuing to use it. It does have a few signs of wear, mostly just like the black color is kind of fading in some parts, but I really don't mind and it works perfectly fine, and I don't know why that kind of rhymed. Really gotta stop that. But there's really nothing wrong with it, so I'm just gonna keep continuing to use it. And then as you can also see, I just have a couple of buttons here on the front. So these first two just kind of have to do with veganism, and then this one I actually found on the sidewalk one day when I was walking to class. So that was a fun little way to save some litter, and it just says my cat is an honors student, and since I'm actually in the honors college at my school, I thought that was kind of funny and just really fitting, so I picked it up. And then on the little hook here in the back, I keep a couple of things. So first off, I actually just added this for this year, and this is just a little hand sanitizer container because obviously hand sanitizer is a necessity nowadays, and this is just an old little container and old little hand sanitizer I had from Bath & Body Works many years ago that I finally dug up and started using again. But once this runs out, I'm definitely going to look into ordering like some kind of zero waste, eco-friendly hand sanitizer and probably fill up these little containers with that. Next, I have my AirPods. I got these for Christmas this past year, and one thing I wish I had known is that you can actually buy AirPods refurbished, so if I was looking for a pair now, that is definitely the route I would go, but I just have ones that my parents bought new. And then as for my case, this is just a very cheap case I got off of Amazon, but I'm really trying not to shop from Amazon anymore. So again, if I were looking for a case now, I would definitely get one of the compostable ones from Pillowcase. They're a really awesome company, so if that is within your budget, I would definitely check those ones out. And anything like that I will link to down below, so definitely check out the description box. And then finally, I just had this little reusable utensil set from Package Free Shop, so it just opens up, and as you can see, there's a full bamboo set of utensils. And then usually in here I also slide in a metal straw just in case I need that. And this is one of those things I actually kind of wish I hadn't bought. It's probably the only thing actually, but I could have just as easily have thrifted some normal metal silverware and put that in a little bag, but since I have this, it is pretty handy, so I just continue to use it. Alright, so moving on to what is actually in my bag. So in the main compartment, there is just a little sleeve in the back for my laptop. So I do have a MacBook. Again, I wish I'd known about refurbished electronics when I got this, but I got this in high school, I think my senior year, so I've had it for a while. Again, it's going strong, and I really don't even bring it to class that often. As you may know, I'm a dance major, so I'm usually dancing in class and not doing computer work, but this is an absolute essential for when I'm at home editing and also doing homework, so I figured I would show you. This is a MacBook Air. And then I just have a couple of classic school supplies, you know, notebooks and folders for taking notes. Again, I'm a dance major, but there are some classes where I actually am like reading textbooks, taking notes, that kind of thing. So first off, I just keep a folder. I know you can get like eco-friendly like paper folders, like Package Free Shop carries them, but to me this actually makes a little bit more sense since this is one of those really like sturdy plastic ones, and I think I've had this from middle school. I think I might be wrong on that, but I've had it long enough that I don't even remember when I got it, so that tells you something. So it's just this black folder, and then it has some pockets as well as the spot where you can add in paper. So this is what I use for, you know, syllabi and handouts and that kind of thing, and just kind of keeping all of my loose leaf papers together. And then next up, I have two options for notebooks. So the first one, this is just a notebook I've had again since senior year of high school, I think. So I've just been using it for a few years, and then I rip out the pages when I'm done. So that is why it looks quite a bit thinner than a normal notebook, because all that's left in here right now is all of the blank pages. I actually just ripped out all my old pages this morning and need to organize and recycle some of those. So it's pretty small, but again, I really don't take too many notes, and I feel like a lot of college students probably don't, or people opt for digital notes nowadays, but I am a pen and paper kind of gal. And then another option is to get a decomposition notebook. So these are made of 100% post-consumer waste recycled pages, and it's also printed with soy ink and made in the USA. So I just have one of these. I kind of figured I was going to use this for a couple of my classes, and this is going to be kind of become my choreography notebook for the next few years. So I'm going to use this for like all of my creative projects and stuff for dance, because I won't really be ripping any of those pages out. So I figured this composition notebook would work well for that. But I believe this brand does make spiral bound notebooks as well now, and I think they might even have things besides notebooks. Again, I'll link their website down below, so you can order these online. I got this one at Target a few years ago, and I think you can also find them in Barnes & Noble, so they are pretty widely available. They are just definitely more expensive than a regular notebook, but that is why I always go for using up old ones first. They also have really cool covers. This one is like an under the sea kind of artwork, but they have plenty of other designs as well. And then lastly, in terms of like normal school supplies, I have my bullet journal, which is what I used for an agenda. So this really isn't eco-friendly in any way that I know of. I would love to see like a recycled paper bullet journal come onto the market at some point, but until then I am using this one, and this is from Archer and Olive. I will link her down below as well. And then my pencil pouch is also from the same company, and I kind of talked about bullet journaling and its eco-friendliness in my last bullet journal video, so I'll link that up here if you want to check it out. But for the most part, with pens and stuff, I just try not to buy like super excessively. I just kind of go for a couple things, and I put a lot of thought into the purchases I make. And then as for pencils and like normal black pens, I still have like so many that I'm just trying to use up, but once I finally do, I might switch back to like wooden pencils, because obviously those at least aren't made out of plastic. But again, this isn't something I've really seen like a whole lot of different options for, so if you know of any, please leave a comment down below, because I would love to look into that, and I think it'd be great for other people to know about as well. So next, moving into a couple of food related things, I am always snacking, so I always have a couple of things in my backpack, or sometimes I also bring a whole entire lunchbox on the side if I have to eat lunch while I'm out. So first off, I just have a water bottle. I feel like many of us have reusable water bottles nowadays, so this one is just one from Starbucks I've had for a while now, because personally I really like to have water bottles with a straw. And then a lot of times I will bring like granola bars that do come pre-packaged and stuff like that. That's something I'd love to start making my own of, but it has just not happened yet, because as you can tell from this video, I'm a student, so I have a pretty busy life, so sometimes I will opt for packaged things. But when I am packing my own kind of thing, I really love stasher bags. These are like the reusable version of plastic Ziploc bags, so they are made of silicone, they're dishwasher safe, they're really awesome, and it's also covered in my hair. That's really lovely. I should really give my backpack a wash before starting school, so that'll go on my to-do list. But this is just a pink one I got recently. I think I ordered this on Earth Day, so I got it on sale, which was great. This size in particular is perfect for snacks. It's literally the size of a Ziploc bag, so I really like this. Then of course I have my utensils like I showed you. Sometimes I'll also bring like small little like plastic Tupperware kinds of containers, and then I also always like to keep a reusable napkin on me. This is just a really cute little floral one I thrifted last summer, I think. I was originally going to use it for my hair, but I never really use it, so I figured I would just use it as a napkin like it's supposed to be used. So that is everything for the main compartment, and now moving on to the front pocket. This is where I keep like all of my like little beauty products and that kind of thing. So first up, of course, I have a mask, another 2020 essential. So this actually has a Girl Scout cookie pattern, which is so freaking cute. I'm actually a lifelong Girl Scout, fun fact, and I really prefer to opt for a reusable one, of course, just to cut down on single-use materials, but please use whatever you can get your hands on, of course. Next, I just have a little hanky. So this is actually part of a t-shirt. I cropped a t-shirt and made it into some little hankies, the extra fabric, so I just like to keep one of these on me. You know, it can be used as a napkin if I don't have my napkin, or it can also be used as a tissue, and you just have to wash them every time you use them, of course. Then for when I'm on my period, I personally prefer to use a menstrual cup, so oftentimes I'll keep that in here, but then I also do just keep an extra tampon, you know, if a friend needs it, or if I forget to have my cup or something, it's always good to have one of these. And then in this little Altoids container, this yes was an Altoids container that I repurposed, again, like back in middle school, I think, and I have been using it ever since to store bobby pins and hair ties. This is a mini Altoids container, and it is like the perfect size to store bobby pins, so I find that this comes in handy. And then in this little jar, this was actually a jelly jar. My boyfriend's mom gets them and she always gives them to me. And in here is actually just a deodorant. This is from Lush. It's not really my favorite, but I'm just using it up. And so I just keep one in this little glass jar so it can come with me and I can reapply. Next up, I also have this little what is this called? A nail clipper. This is actually a mini one. This is the one my mom used on me and my sister when we were little kids. So this is like 20 years old and I still have it. And since it's mini, I just figured it's perfect for traveling, and so I keep it in my backpack. And then everything else is pretty much just different beauty products. The exact products I'm going to show you may not be vegan or cruelty-free or the most zero waste, but since I have them, I am just trying to use them up. So first off, I have some oil blotting sheets. I really should be done with these considering how much I sweat. I just kind of always forget I have these, but I really need to get through these. Then I just have a little hand lotion, I have a lip balm, and then I have some perfume and a nail file, and then I also have a couple of little mints that I got at some point, and I figured, hey, I would just throw them in my bag in case I ever have bad breath or something. So that is everything that I keep in my backpack. It is totally empty now and my bed is a mess, so I guess this video is over, but I just wanted to quickly say, I really haven't said this, but I hope it's always implied that I never want to say that the things I show in my videos or my Instagram posts are like the things you have to do and you're like a horrible person if you don't do it. I think everyone's life is so unique and everyone has different needs and different abilities, so these are just the things that work for me, and I hope that maybe it'll give you some ideas you haven't considered or maybe some inspiration, but I'm definitely in no way trying to say that this is what you have to do to be sustainable or something, because that is just absolutely not true. So I just want to put that out there because, like I said, I don't think I've ever like actually expressed that, but that is how I feel. So yeah, I hope this video gave you some inspiration. Let's go with that. Alright, so that's been all for today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe and turn on the post notification bell down below. Doing those things really helps to support my channel, and it also ensures that you won't miss any of my future uploads. You can also go follow me on Instagram, which is at becca.gargiulo, and like I've been saying in all of my recent videos, I am trying to post way more over there, so definitely check it out. And with all that said, I hope you all are continuing to stay safe and stay happy, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!